everyone! Thank you for coming to watching this today. I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing a cake decoration tutorial today. Really simple, and as it's Christmas, I'm doing a Christmas cake. It's not a traditional white ice Christmas cake. I'm going to be decorating it with an almond paste, and we're going to put it in the oven and toast it off and make it really gorgeous and brown and really delicious. I got this inspiration from when I was in catering college in Ireland many years ago now, but afterwards when I was shown it in a tutorial, I was really taken back by it. It was really beautiful, and when I came back home I did it for my family and everyone really enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and yes, sit back and enjoy. So this whole recipe is really simple. All we're going to do is start with 450 grams of ground almond in the bowl and 400 grams of caster sugar also in the bowl. In here I have 2 cracked eggs already cracked in there, and then we are going to just put a little bit of almond essence, a little capful in there, and then the good stuff, my friends, Irish whiskey. I've been putting this in my Christmas cake for quite a long time, but not that much. Okay, I'm going to put a cupful. Okay, I'm just going to whisk this up really quickly. I can smell the brandy or whiskey in there, and I can tell you it smells good. Mixing spoon, mix all the almonds and sugar together. Smells so good. And in with that, I'm actually going to get a spatula and get every last drop out, because we want everything. And then we're just going to bring this together in the bowl. This is really nicely coming together now. You can see that it's at, where are you? You can see that it's at this kind of texture where it's a bit bitty now. Can you see that? That's good, we're nearly there. Keep mixing. So I've kind of gone, it's all getting together now, like this. I've gone in with my hand and just bringing it together really slowly. There's quite a lot, but we actually want, it depends how big your cake is, but we want quite a lot because we want to do some decoration on the sides. And also it keeps quite a long time as well, so you could freeze this quite easily and bring it out again some other time if you want to do another cake. Maybe a seasonal cake at Easter time would be really great. Right, I think that is ready now. So, put it on the white surface and get rid of the dirties. So here we are with my big ball of almond paste. It should all come together really nicely like this. Quite a big block. So here I have just some icing sugar, and I'm going to take it out and I'm going to start kneading it on it so it's really nice and malleable. And then we're going to get the rolling pin on it. I'm dividing mine into two sections just because I know I won't use all of it. So I'm just going to put it half aside later to roll out for decorations. I'm getting icing sugar all over me. So I just want to say that when I roll, I always get it into either a nice ball and start that way. Otherwise I just make it into a nice round, and I try and follow that way all the way round. So I just move it around across like that. There we go. Perfect. Oh, this is really nice texture. So because I don't want to use the Christmas cake that I've made for Nick and I, and he probably wants to decorate that himself, I've gone out and bought a Christmas cake. It's obviously not as good as ours, but because it's really kind of lumpy and bumpy on top, I'm going to put an extra layer of marzipan, well, almond paste on the top just to smooth it out a little bit. That's only because it's quite thin. If it was quite thick, I'd just slice a layer off just to smooth it out. I'm just going to cut around, which is approximately the size of my top here. There we are, little cake. So sweet. And have the egg white of one egg. And this, be careful that you can, it's not the end of the world that there is. And that's because it's going to stick the almond paste to the actual cake. So, round there. Whisk this up. Loosen it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to plonk it all the way on. And this is going in the oven, so don't worry about raw egg or anything because it will all cook. Doesn't have to be neat or anything, just plonk it on. Okay. And then I'm going to take this nice thick layer and just lay it on top. Yay! So sweet. It's getting quite excited now. Okay. My sadness results there. I'm just going to roll this out really quickly again. Because then what we're going to do now is we're going to put a section all around it and layer it out. So we're not going to have the top bit and then the side bits. We're going to just make one big round and lay it out really nicely. What some people do for this is they get a piece of string and they measure from the top, from the centre, down to one of the sides, and they know exactly how much of a round they need to be able to put on there and for it to cover all the way. Or you can use a tape measure. This one from my sewing kit that my mother gave me years ago. And I'm going to measure that, and that's about 13 centimetres. So I know that I need a circle with a radius of 13 centimetres. Perfect. Good job, Tina. Coat this one more time, all around the edges as well. Really messy. And then we're going to take this very, very delicate piece and we're going to place it right on top, like that. Move it along a bit, and then really carefully just mould it down if you can see that. Oh, so pretty. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to trim it around the bottom really nicely so that we're left with a nice straight line. Just going to tuck it right in and press straight down. Tuck it in and down. Down. This will obviously tidy up a bit. Perfect. So on the next stage, I've already rolled out the cake here, if you can't see. I've already rolled out a bit of the spare icing, almond paste. I've got to keep reminding myself that. And I've got these cute little cutters that are little star shapes, if you can see, there and there. And I'm just going to cut a few out to put round. So I'm going to have that one and that one. And then how I'm going to attach it is, again, I'm going to have the egg white, which I've already whisked up. I'm going to, you can do this any way you want. I'm going to put a nice big one, be careful with these again, in the centre. Pretty. And then, how am I going to do it? Should I do it that way? I'm going to put a few of these around the edges. So I've got my finished cake here. I'm going to take the egg yolk that we discarded earlier to use the egg white, and I'm going to very carefully paint around the whole cake, and this will give it a really lovely brownish glaze on it after when it's cooked. All the nooks and crannies, and then we're going to place it on the baking tray that I have next to me. Be very careful. It's still quite delicate. I've got my baking sheet here. I'm just going to be really careful. In fact, I might even just go with a knife underneath. You could use a cake lifter here. It would be really helpful. Just to lift it up and put it on the nice baking sheet that I have here. And put it down again. And then that is going to go in the oven, I would say, for about 20 to 30 minutes. 20 probably. At a conventional oven of 180 degrees Celsius. Hi guys, I'm just here to finish off decorating the cake. So it's here if you want to see. I've got it on my baking slice. Well, I say that is the cake slice that you pick one up. I'll give you a nice view there. It's all really nice and golden brown. This isn't fully cooled yet, but you know, I haven't got all the time in the world. Actually, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my glitter out because I love glitter and I think it just makes it even more festive and sparkly and more exciting to eat. So I bought this stuff earlier from Waitrose and I haven't tested it yet. I was going to see if I like it or not. I don't know, you know. A little bit on. It's alright. It's a bit like icing sugar, really. I'm going to stick with glitter. That's a tip. Anyone who's buying that from Waitrose. Nice, but might as well use like with icing sugar. Right, so here I have, actually I'm going to use the other one first. This is, what's this called? Hologram white. And it's just basically white glitter. I love this stuff, but I always use a teaspoon to put it on, simply because you lose so much if you use your fingers. So just use the end of the teaspoon like that, and pick a little bit up like that. Hold it over the cake, and just tap with your hand on the other side. And that way you'll get a really nice even distribution. Yay! Oh my god, this is so exciting. Gonna do some more. This looks so cool. And I'm going to go through a bit of the silver glitter as well, which is called Hologram Silver, conveniently enough. I'm again just going to take a bit on the spoon, and yeah, that's a bit more sparkly, that one. Yay. There we go. And then I'm going to, I did buy this one earlier, it's a wraparound cake, but it's going to be too big, so I'm just going to use this one here, this little chap here. He's a bit thinner, been on a diet, the pre-Christmas diet. Actually, talking about diets, I've got quite an interesting blog post which I'm going to put up soon about diets, and how I just agree with healthy eating and not diets, because we were not made to diet. Anyway, here we go. I'm just going to put it round really sweet and nicely, and then I'm going to get my scissors and secure it like at the bottom. You can see that there. Really sweet. I'll get my scissors and cut that, and then I'm going to put it on a cake stand and I'll show you when it's all done.